What's up, everybody? It's Chris Reynolds from the All Pro team, and it is Wisdom Wednesday, and I'm excited just to share some truth. You've heard me say it a good bit of times, but ultimately I'm reading through Scripture this year, and I've made it to the New Testament. Lord help us, which has just been incredible. The Old Testament's fantastic. I love a good story and storytellers, but it's awesome to get to Jesus, right? The redemption. But something that stood out to me this week and just reading through, and I also listened to the Bible, but ultimately Jesus was invited to come and share a meal with this Pharisee, and he begins to teach this Pharisee a thing or two about a thing or two. And ultimately he says, the catch with you Pharisees are you care so much about what you look like on the outside. You clean the outside and create this moment of making yourself look presentable and, how you want the world to view you, but you forget about the inside of you. And I just thought, man, that's so incredible. There's so many times that we are thoughtful about what people think about us and how we're viewed and what we look like, and usually we want to be completely put together, right? We want people to think that we have everything going the right way, that we're living the right way, that we're doing the right things, when on the inside we've denounced all that truth that we're pushing on the outside. Now, this doesn't happen all the time, and it's not even, I think, an evil deceit for the majority of the part. Now, in this situation in Scripture, he's talking to the religious leaders who are questioning all the things that he is doing and basically saying, listen, guys, you're focused on these works that I'm doing on the Sabbath and these healings that I'm doing, and it's amazing because it looks from a glance that you know what you're talking about, but when you dig inside of your heart, inside of your soul, you are missing out on the most important thing, and that is the relationship with Him and trusting the one true God. And man, I was just really challenged because obviously we live in a world of social media. We live in a world, in my case, of professionalism, and we carry faith. But the biggest question that God just kind of put in my mind is, are you carrying your faith on the outside only? Are you living as though, man, you got it put together, that you're ready at the moment's call? Or are you really investing on cleaning the things on the inside? And what he tells this Pharisee is, he says, listen, if you want to cleanse your inside, it's not being selfish and taking, but it is giving to the poor. It's generosity. It's beginning to transition, not just about what we want to look like, but who we really are. And I just pray for you this week that let go of the facade of acting like everything's good, everything's perfect, because it's okay to be a work in progress. But the catch is, we got to quit being so shiny on the outside and making everybody think this billboard view of who we are is who we really are, and begin to take that same gumption that we have that makes us want to look like we know what we're doing and that we do have it all together, and take that and start investing in yourself. Start beginning to clean the things in your heart and the inside. And I promise you, the outflow of focusing on what God has called you to in your soul will change the outside perspective as well. We can't get it backwards, because when we get it backwards, that's when things go awry. And so, man, I just pray for you this week. I pray that you're having a fantastic week, that business is good, that life is good, that in a climate of election year, man, that you can not worry about what's happening on this world, but trust that God's gone before, no matter what we believe the outcome is. And begin to stop focusing on everything around you, but start to work on what's inside of you. And tell me then how things change in your life, not only for you, but for those around you. Please, if you ever need anything, we're one call away. The All Pro team is here to serve you, to be a part of your story, and to help you really embrace the truth that God has in store for you. Happy Wisdom Wednesday, and we'll see you next week.